All right, welcome my Mountain Shadows friends. Today we're going to be exploring our yoga pose of the week, which is staff pose. Now staff pose, it's good for our whole body. It is good for our shoulders, it's good for our back, our hips, our hamstring, our spine, and just our overall mental well-being. So what we do is I'm going to show you how to do it 3 different ways. I'm going to show you how to do it on the floor, in regular chairs, or in a wheelchair. So first we'll start off on the floor. So ideally you want to be in a nice comfortable place, something with a little cushion if you have a mat. So I'm just going to show you how to do it first, and then we'll do it together when we get done. So you start off by going on your mat, and you are as flexible as you are. I'm not very flexible, so that's okay. But you want to make sure that your back is as straight as possible, that you're not hunching over, and you want to make sure that your tailbone, which is in the back, is as firmly planted on the ground as you can get it. And you stretch your legs out. You want your legs to be touching the mat as best as possible. And ideally, if you can, get your toes to point inward. Again, I'm not very flexible, so that's okay. So you start off by pointing your toes towards you. You're flexing your toes towards you. And you'll feel this in your hamstrings. If you have to bend your knees a little bit, that's okay. You know, whatever is comfortable for you. If you can't have your legs fully on the ground, that's completely okay if you need to bend your knees. And then you take your hands and you just put them behind you. If you can't put your palms flat on the ground, you can put your fingertips down. And you just kind of want to keep your back straight. You keep your shoulders down. You don't want to be hunched or scrunched up like this. You just want to be nice and relaxed. Your back is straight, and you're looking forward. You don't want to put your chin up. You don't want to put your chin down. You just want to be looking straight in front of you, and you hold that pose. You take 5 deep breaths in and out, and then you release. So that is if you are doing the staff pose down on the ground. Now I'll show you if you're sitting in a chair. You'll want to have either another chair in front of you or something else to prop your legs up. So it's the same thing. You will sit in a chair and you'll put your feet up. Now if you have trouble sitting up straight in a chair, if you want to be sitting back like that, you can take a towel or a sweatshirt or something and you can put it behind you, and that can help keep your back nice and straight if you're struggling with keeping your back straight. So you will put your feet on the chair or whatever you can in front of you, and you'll do the same thing. If you have to bend your knees, you can bend your knees. You'll flex your toes towards you so you feel it in your hamstring. And then you will take your hands and you'll find something behind the chair or on your sides to put your hands on. And you just want to drop your shoulders, and you want to feel it right in here in your collarbone and chest and shoulders. You want to feel your back nice and straight. You're pushing down, and you're looking ahead of you with your toes flexed, your back straight, and you hold there, and you take 5 deep breaths in and out. So that is if you're doing the staff pose in a regular seated chair. Now we'll show you if you're in a wheelchair. It's almost the same thing. You'll be in your wheelchair, and if you can, get another chair and put that chair out in front of you as well. So you'll sit in your chair, If you need to put something behind your back again so that your back is straight, if you have curves in your back, if you have problems with posture, that's totally fine. If you want to put something behind you to keep your back straight. But you'll put your feet up on a chair or stretched out. If you have leg rests that can rise up. But you'll put your feet out, you'll flex your toes towards you, and you will put your hands back. If you have big wheels behind you, you can put your hands behind you on the wheels. If not, just try to reach back and put your hands on something. If there's nothing there to put your hands on, just try to push yourself down so that you can feel it in your back and spine, that you're tightening up. You're tightening your abdominal muscles. So one thing about this pose is you want your belly button, this is going to sound weird, but you want to push your belly button into your spine. So what that means is you're just taking your belly button and you're trying to flex your abs. I don't have any abs, but that's okay. You're trying to flex your stomach muscles back into your tailbone, and you're going to push your hands back on something, or your fingertips, whatever you can. You're feeling it in your calves, and you're going to take 5 deep breaths in and out. So let's all do this together. So I'm going to release myself from the pose. Take a deep breath in, and now we can all do it together. So start off by either being on the floor or sitting in a chair, or if you're in a wheelchair, you're going to prop your feet up or stretch your feet out if you're on the floor. You're going to get your legs as straight as you can, but it's okay if you bend your knees, remember. And you're going to want to point your toes in so that everything is nice and aligned and straight. And then you're going to flex those toes towards you so that you get a nice feeling in your calf as best as you can. If you have a helper, maybe your helper can help put their hands on the tips of your toes just to hold them in place. So you'll flex those toes back. You'll get your back nice and straight. You'll push your belly button back into your spine. Your shoulders are relaxed. Loosen up those shoulders. And you'll take your hands. You'll put your hands back. Let me see if I can find something. There we go. And we're pushing down. Everything's relaxed. You're just looking straight out in front of you. And let's take our 5 deep breaths in and out. Ready? Here we go. That's 2. That's 3. If you catch your shoulders shrugging, just remember to relax them. 4, and that's 5. So there we go. That's how we do the staff pose. So that is our yoga pose of the week, and everyone go and have fun relaxing our body, working out our shoulders and our spine and our calves and our hips, and just our overall digestion and well-being. Hope everyone enjoys this nice yoga pose stretch. Have a wonderful day, everybody.